Kids in 3rd through 9th grades sat down on April 24th to take the new Texas standardized test, the STAR. Parents, educators, students, and groups, like Texas Parents Opt Out, Save Texas Schools, and even Occupy Austin, have been speaking out about how preparing for and taking this test is affecting Texas's children. 8th grade counselor Russell Lyday at Clint Small Middle School in Austin is responsible for the social, emotional, and educational health of over 300 students.
They did talk a little bit about, being nervous about it. It's a new test. They've heard it might be harder than the previous tests.
He thinks that students should be prepared year-round to take the test, but it doesn't have to be tedious.
We're going to have tests all of our life in different ways, shape, or form. And the way to prepare for a test is to repeatedly expose ourselves to that information. And I try to help kids destroy the myth that studying has to be long, drawn out, and boring. It can be in 5-minute snippets, flashcards, but the more that we hit our computer with the data that we need, the easier it will be to recall on a test.
He's not satisfied with the structure of STAR as it is, but he says that the results will show us whether the new test will work for the students.
The measurement thing has to be figured out, because we need to be able to measure where are we, what do we need to do better. But for the sake of a developing human being, we need to be able to measure progress, not if they have met some kind of societal imposed standard or not that, values them.
Lisa Tower comes from a family of educators. Her son, Parker, attends Johnson City Elementary as a 3rd grader. She does not agree that STAR is a good measurement of her son's development.
I think it creates anxiety for the teachers as well as the students. It's the teacher on what she can teach, and because they are concerned about, making sure their kids pass the test or whatever. And we think it takes away the creativity that the teachers have in the classroom, and then the kids, they aren't subjected to different types of learning styles.
The week before the test, Parker's teacher gave him and his classmates in-class STAR worksheets. He refused to finish them.
The reason why I didn't do it is because we've been doing those for several days now. She was only telling us to write down the techniques. She wouldn't let us come up with the answers or anything. She would just tell us the answers, but then she would be telling us to write it down. But then that wasn't really helping us learn, because she was telling us everything. And I didn't do it because I didn't think that was really fair for the people like me. I mean, I want to learn it, not know it.
Lisa and her husband Paul have decided Parker will not have to take the test and will be absent from school on all the STAR testing days this year. But not everyone feels frustrated with the test. 8th grader Noah Remmert at O. Henry Middle School in Austin says he feels well prepared for the test. He thinks tests like these are needed.
I don't like them, but I think it's something that they really have to do, because, to get a gauge on how well they're learning the material that we really need to know to do well in the society that we're in.